Hi guys. So today we're going to look at transitive and intransitive verbs. So you might have seen those terms in dictionaries, in grammar books, or you may have heard your English teachers talking about transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. And it's helpful to understand the difference between these two verbs. So let's have a look. So let's take a look at the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. So a transitive verb is a verb that is used with a direct object, okay? It is used with a direct object. For example, I gave the pen to Maria. I gave the pen to Maria. So here, the verb to give is a transitive verb. But what is a direct object? A direct object is the noun or the noun phrase, so the person or the thing, that receives the action of the verb. Okay, it receives the action of the verb. So in the previous example, I gave the pen to Maria. I is the subject, gave is the verb, and the pen is the direct object. Okay, so Maria is the indirect object. She is receiving the pen. However, the pen is receiving the action or the behavior of this verb. Okay, I gave the pen to Maria. So the sentence doesn't work without the object, the pen. So the incorrect one is I gave to Maria. This is incorrect. I gave what to Maria? I gave what to Maria? Correct. I gave the pen to Maria. Okay, it requires the direct object. So other examples of transitive verbs, I love reading. I love reading. So here reading is the gerund. It's acting like a noun. I love by itself won't work here. It needs a noun phrase or a direct object. I love what? I love reading. I sent her a postcard from my holiday. I sent her a postcard from my holiday. So send is a transitive verb because it requires this direct object. You cannot say I sent her from my holiday. You need to send her something. Okay, so the postcard is receiving the action or the behavior of this verb. I bring a book everywhere. I bring a book everywhere. He told me a story. He told me a story. So for intransitive verbs, this is the opposite. This is a verb that is not used with a direct object. Okay, it does not take a direct object. For example, I danced yesterday. I danced yesterday. So here we have the subject and the verb. There's no direct object. To dance is therefore an intransitive verb. Other examples of intransitive verbs. I jumped yesterday. I jumped yesterday. I jumped over the wall. We arrived on time at the train station. We went to the cinema. I laugh a lot with my friend. Okay, none of these verbs require a direct object. Sometimes a verb can be transitive or intransitive depending on the context. I sang a song. I sang a song. So in this sentence, sing is transitive because it takes a direct object. So the song is receiving the behavior of sing. I sang a song. Alternatively, I sang by itself is a correct sentence, and here it is in the intransitive form. So why is this important to understand the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs? I believe it helps us to understand other grammar rules that follow, such as when to use a preposition or not, okay? I think it's always very helpful to understand what I like to describe as the nature of the verb, okay? What is the verb doing? What does the verb mean? Yes, but also how is it behaving, okay? And what effect does that have on the rest of the verbs or the words in the sentence, in syntax? You can see if a verb is transitive or intransitive by looking it up in certain dictionaries. A good example of such a dictionary is merriam-webster.com. You can use their website, and they also have a very good app. So I hope that was helpful. Leave some comments down below with some examples of transitive verbs and intransitive verbs in sentences, and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.